Okay, now let's start with the skins, all right? So, I think as a whole, they made three skins. They made Aang, Zuko, and Korra. And for me personally, something that I would take note of is I kind of think it's unfortunate they went with two franchises instead of just sticking to either the Aang franchise or the Korra
Isn't it
franchise.
Aang? Not Aang?
Yeah, well, okay. There's a lot of, I guess in Dutch it's pronounced differently for me,
Yeah.
but
I'd
wait,
pronounce
how
it
do you
as Ang.
Aang?
Aang.
Wait, how
Ang.
how did I say it?
You said
Is
Ang.
it? Yeah, I said Aang. Yeah, Aang. Okay, whatever. The Merlin skin. Um, but yeah, what do you guys think? Like, should I have both Korra and Aang, or?
Yes. I don't like if guys seen the PTS. I don't like how it looks. Like how the Aang's model is so small compared
Yeah.
to like normal Marilyn's model. It's just like it doesn't add up to me. It's gonna be so weird playing against him if he ever
Hmm.
actually do.
I've
mean,
I never watched The Last Airbender, so to me it's literally just
Ooh,
the
wait,
quality of the skins.
shame.
what? You watched The Legend of
Shame.
Korra, but you didn't watch The
No,
Last
I haven't
Airbender?
watched that either. I need to, but I
Oh,
haven't. Yeah.
okay.
I
But
watched
but I do
both,
have to say I'm not a
I think.
fan of the cartoonish styles they've been trying to put in the game.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's very cool that they're getting these sponsorships and whatnot and partnerships.
There's already like a lot of skins, like anime style.
Yeah.
If you think
Yeah.
about it.
I mean,
I don't think it's-
same with the Ruby franchise. It's good that they're kind of just collaborating because it gets more people into the game.
Dude, everything's better than that stupid anime rat skin that I put a few years back.
Dude, exactly. And then one thing I also want to say is so it's obvious that for the Merlin and the Scotty skin they made their avatar forms as a secondary skin. But I really liked what they did with Zuko. Of course, if you don't know the show, then it doesn't really help. But there was this one episode where Zuko was kind of like, at that point he was still the bad guy, but he wasn't really the bad guy. And he had that blue mask. I think it's from that episode, right?
Dude, spoilers, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, come on, you're not gonna buy those skins if you haven't
I
watched
think
it.
he used it in multiple episodes, not just one.
I have
I think
not
at least two
rewatched.
episodes. Like one was in the prison, and I think he used it
Oh.
in other one as well.
Yeah.
When he was like, I think when he was breaking out his ankle, he used it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, those are the avatar skins. For the other ones, I think we should hop over them
Now,
pretty
wait.
quickly.
I
Oh.
still want to like say
Okay.
that I'm not actually like quite content with who they choose to make the skins for.
Oh, yeah. Who would you have rather seen?
Actually, oh no, never mind. Maybe.
I wanna say that like I feel like Hebo should have gotten the Ang skin.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
not the Aang skin. I saw someone said
If they did
Katara.
Katara, I would
Yes.
either Hebo or Yamoja.
Yamoja, yeah.
Yamoja
Okay,
would
I
be
guess.
really good with. I don't know why they didn't do Katara skin.
Yeah, Yamoja actually makes more sense. I thought I saw someone say it on Twitter, like gender bend Hebo and make it Katara, but yeah, Yamoja makes sense as well.
Like the first Korra skin, I get that it's Scotty because there's a dog next to her, but like the second one, the second skin,
Yeah.
I would like give it. I don't know if you can like give it to someone else if it's already if like already
mean,
God already has the skin.
Yes,
But
they could have just had...
I still I feel like there could have been like they could have chosen better gods for it.
It's cool, but yeah. Well, the gods are just different characters. But yeah, that's the whole Korra and Aang thing. Okay. Okay, for the first one, the Tornado Tech Kukulkan.
I don't think I've actually seen these.
Oh, dude, I
me
love
neither.
that one.
Me
I love
neither.
it. It just reminds me of Capri so much, and I just love it. It's so great.
Oh,
it looks
wait.
like Horizon Zero Dawn.
That too. That's
From that,
that's
yeah.
a plus as well. Yeah, for sure. I like
think
it.
Xinjiang already has one of these, doesn't he? Isn't this the same kind of style? And you say Kepri, do you mean do you mean basic Kepri, or does he also have like a tech skin? I think he does, right?
He does,
but
he
it's
does.
not as tech as this one, I feel like.
Yeah,
wait,
it's not.
I think my foot is here.
Alright. Well.
Alright. I mean, we can continue commenting on Kukulkan, and then when he's back, we'll continue. So.
I mean, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I do. So.
Okay.
So yeah, I like the way it looks like tech and everything, and the blue light really reminds me of Horizon's like hacky consoles and stuff. And I'm just hyped for the ultimate. I think the ultimate's gonna look really good on this skin.
Wait, have
And
you seen it in game or?
I have not, and
Okay.
we haven't had like a tech looking Kukulkan skin ever. They've all been usually like mythic or cartoonish or funny or whatever, and I think this one's gonna just be really nice to add some diversity to it.
Yeah, I actually I'm guilty of not having seen it in game yet. I think I saw I saw the Avatar ones. Actually, no, I think I've only actually seen the On one in game. Yeah, the ult is gonna be pretty cool. I guess Kukulkan, like, I don't know, his 2 basically doesn't have anything you can make a skin around. Or like,
You can
it
add
doesn't change
thrusters,
up.
you know. You can add thrusters to him, to his wings or something.
Oh,
Like it's some
yeah.
fire or
Oh yeah.
something
Oh
crazy.
yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
They can
That's
for sure
definitely
do
possible.
something, yeah. And I mean, Kukulkan is very very played right now as well, being strong and all. And he's just generally a solid pick usually, especially for newer players.
Yeah, he's one of those noob friendly characters. So.
Yeah, but I like it because he also has a high skill ceiling, so that adds on to it.
Yes, just getting absolutely demolished by Kukulkan at late, like at a high level is painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just wait for him now.
Yeah, let's stop there. I think we talked about that skin enough.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I guess his level 1 and 5 look kind of underwhelming.
The problem is they keep adding like these 3 mastery skins, but they give no incentive for people to choose them, especially nowadays when they have so many cool skins coming out. It's just, why would I choose a golden skin that looks subpar at best usually, when I can just choose like, I can choose a Swagny skin, or I can choose DJ Janus or Energy Chronos, or that super loud Kumba skin that everyone picks just to hate on
fucking
people.
Rhino one, dude.
Yeah.
I'm big. Boys.
Okay.
Hey,
Did you have
man.
anything else about the Kukulkan skin to say, or can we just?
I don't think so.
Okay, because we talked for like 2 minutes and
Kukulkan goes brrrr.
Yeah. Okay. Straight out to Kumba, guys. Okay. Pinata Party. I mean.
Wait, that's a Kumba skin? I thought that was a Baka skin, dude.
Oh,
It could really actually.
Well, like imagine when he ults, he just bursts full of confetti and candy. That would have been amazing.
like full of candy as well.
Yeah.
Wasted.
Yeah, it does make more sense. It does make more
Wasted.
sense. Wait, how would his passive look like? Maybe that's something kind of interesting.
That would be cool, yeah, if they kill him and then he bursts.
Yeah, but then
I hope so.
Oh, when they actually kill. Yeah, I get you. I mean, I like the color scheme. I really do. I guess that's just how pinatas generally are, very colorful. But
yeah, he's gonna be funky, for sure.
Okay. So for the Raijin one, I saw the skin and I was like, "This is a Ravana skin, right?"
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
I think it because
Yeah,
it
looks
first
like
look.
Ravana as well.
And the thing is,
yeah,
he's way thinner than.
Yeah, the
Raijin.
thing is, the Raijin's model is so wide, it's not gonna look good in game, I think.
It's a thick
Unfortunately.
boy.
But I mean, wait, let me actually open it in like super HD. The drumsticks look really dope, and then his necklace also. I don't know exactly what it stands for. I guess those are just light sticks, but they look really cool.
Yeah, probably. I love the mask, dude. The mask is so cool.
Yeah,
it just looks great.
It is.
I think this is honestly one of the better skins this patch. I mean, one of the best skins actually, because the other ones aren't really bad.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this one, like Twisted Joke is an Ami.
I love the art. Like
let's be honest, you love the art, but you're gonna hate gonna hate
at least like every time you see like sick art on sick art on cards when it's loading, the actual skin doesn't look like that at all.
Izanami just doesn't have a model that allows.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I agree. And like the art is so sick. Like when I scroll down, Raijin and that art was just the best to me. Like hands down the best. But I just know that in game it's not gonna look good.
Yeah, I feel like the colors in game are gonna be like way too pale. And the hair isn't gonna be like as fluffy as on the art. It's just not gonna look good.
Do you guys have it open in full screen, by the way?
No.
Because you have to. Click on the highest HD version. The detail that went into like the background for this as well is just amazing.
I just want to say I feel like this should have been a Morrigan skin instead. I feel like it would have fit her better, even though she does have a similar skin already.
She already has the emo one, but I can see why they made it as a Nami and not Morgan. If Morgan didn't have the other one, then this one definitely. Yeah.
It just rubs me the right way. I would love to see something like this in the Dead by Daylight game. Like I just love the way it looks like, honestly.
All right, so okay, then let's go to the mastery skins. I don't know if everyone has them open, but I sent a tweet. So Kronos, Kumbhakarna, Giannis, and Agni are gonna get their skins updated. And before this patch, they were all like the old mastery skins, meaning if it was gold, it was just their entire body and skin was gold. Whereas now they actually have their own skin, which I guess I don't know, it makes the diamond stand out more.
Yeah.
And me and Dama already kind of talked about some. So I guess just quickly, Agni, I think we both agree on
Agni
this.
looks, for me, Agni looks better.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Agni's
we
an
all agree
upgrade.
on this then.
Yeah.
Giannis actually, I wouldn't, for me it wouldn't be upgrade or downgrade. I kind of like both versions.
I like the old version more because it's like more vibrant.
Yeah, especially the diamond skin.
Yeah, the new one just looks like a recolor to me, and I don't like that.
To me, it looks like he rolled in dirt, like he has ash on him, and like it's I don't know, I don't like it. Kronos one is that's one's good. I like it.
Wait, okay, let's go Kronos. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's anything you can say about the Kronos. Like, I think it was same as with Kumba. It was a meme. Same as like the old Hercules one, because it just looks so bad that you would play with it. But I do see how this is more a mastery skin. And then same with Kumba, like his old.
Dude, Kumba is vibing, dude. He washed the butter from his body, and now he's all clean and nice. He's vibing.
Yeah. I mean, it looks better, but I don't know if I like it more.
Yeah, I don't like the model. It's so bare, like there's nothing on it without the gold. But it's like the gold one itself is horrible. I don't know if like the thing they did now, if it's better. Like it definitely makes sense compared to the other skins. Yeah, but maybe I just don't like Kumba.
Yeah, I mean, dude, okay. How can you not like this man? But yeah. And then straight into Ares, because he also has basically his base model got changed, his recolor got changed, and his masteries. And I hope he has his classic Ares skin still, like Isis did. But yeah, thoughts?
Finally, no more giant hands. No more giant hands.
I never noticed his giant hands.
Me neither.
I love
I didn't,
this.
that there was a problem with it.
The card art looks dope though.
Yeah, I love the rework. I think it looks great, and I think he got the rework he deserved. Like it's more in line with Achilles now, and it's just I love it. There's like I have nothing bad to say about this. Just great job.
They finally like made it to like today's graphics, kinda. Like remember the old Zeus and his toes? It was like it wasn't like his feet, his toes were literally just like straight lines. Like he didn't have his toes bare model. Like there was nothing in there. They're huge as well.
Okay, so I am reading Classic Ares will be available as a skin purchasable for gems or favors. So same as with Isis. Luckily, if you are still a fan of the old Ares one.
No. Iris, where is Cupid? Iris, give us Cupid, Iris.
Never
do.
You're
hiding him.
Okay, and then I think this is something that's very this day and age, punishment reports. So we've heard complaints over too many report notifications in cases where their reports are unwanted. The normal playing of matches will resolve the issue and no action will be taken against those players. Wait, hold up. Am I reading this right? Cases where these reports are okay, unwarranted. I'm sorry. So basically if there's too many reports
so essentially you have you have a bad match and then you go and you write in your Discord, hey guys, report this dude every time you see him.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna not punish people. It's weird if they did punish people for that before. That's a big issue if they did, honestly. but
Oh,
it's a
okay.
welcome change, just a very late one.
We will be, however, suppressing notifications for reports where the system doesn't detect serious infractions.
I
Okay,
mean,
but that doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
they should define what serious infractions are. There's not a clear definition of serious infractions. How does this system work? Like, be a little bit more transparent about it. Because right
I
now,
guess
a
some
serious
sort of
infraction can be someone dying 12 times without getting a kill, when he can just suck and be pulled into high elo with his other friends.
Yeah.
So problem is kind of like, what is actually intentional feeding? What is intentional harassment? I guess unintentional harassment doesn't really exist, but yeah. But I'm gonna have to say it's kind of hard to properly define everything and still make it into rules, especially when it comes to feeding in a game like Smite, where, as you said, like if you're playing with friends, you might not be good, but it's not your fault you're playing against people that are better than you, but you're still kind of feeding.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The only thing I disagree is that the rules should definitely be clear and clearly defined. But yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and then we're also adding a new system to better detect malicious reporting of other players who have committed no infraction. So basically, over-reporting someone when they aren't doing anything wrong is going to come back to haunt you. Which basically means use the report system for what it's meant to be used. Don't abuse it. This should not discourage players from reporting. Nothing will happen if, upon review, we choose not to take action on a few of your reports. Repeated abuse of the system, however, mass reporting streamers falsely, habitually, okay, Jesus, reporting opponents in duel, etc. is bannable offense. I know what this is like. Yes, I can feel that. That is a good change.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say about this. It's
Yeah.
that's just a good change, and it's for the better for
Yeah,
sure.
finally, something good.
Yeah.
Okay, vision chart. I think this is pretty much like normal. We're changing the reminder to purchase a second relic to appear when you enter the fountain instead of waiting until you walked out. Thank God.
By the way, guys,
Yes.
don't forget to buy second relic.
Oh my God. Well, that's still gonna become like still gonna stay a meme, but yeah. All right. Okay. General gameplay. Fix an issue where if player dropped from a ranked match, they'd be shown their TP and rank progress in the next match they play, regardless of the mode. Never had this issue, but we don't really play ranked a lot, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's good that it got changed, but can't really have an opinion about it. And then fix a small window of time during their animation when jungle cam monsters could be damaged from outside of their leash radius.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate when I see like it's just an orange glow and you can already attack it. That kind of sucked. So I'm glad this for this change.
it's minor, but it's necessary, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, UI, live spectate in assisted camera mode. Oh, spectate? Ooh, I want to know what this is. Fix an issue where if your selected player dies, the camera does not jump to another player. I don't see that being an issue though. I kind of
Well, it's
like.
I think it's good for just for a creator point of view. You can have more control over what you're doing.
Yeah, but what if you want to spectate just one person? Okay, I guess it doesn't make sense. Just
Well,
give
Yeah.
them
that's what
What
it
would you
happens.
like? What
Yeah,
else would you expect?
I know
Yeah,
that. Okay, and then fixed HOD
I think they
in
meant
bottom left of
HUD.
Hades.
Yeah.
Oh,
HUD. Yeah.
Yeah.
bottom left of Hades frame. Okay, no clue what that is.
No idea.
Okay, for gods. Oh yeah, okay. So Anubis, fix an issue where the basic attack animations were not playing as intended while moving on the demonic pact skin. I'm guessing this is one of those skin advantage thingies
Yeah.
that they wanted to get rid of. Demonic pact is the tier 5, right?
Yeah.
Cthulhu. Yeah, it is.
Okay, Cthulhu, yeah. Fixed incorrect Pantheon icon showing in match lobby. What what Pantheon did they
Hmm?
last time
I don't know.
The Lobster Pantheon.
Oh yes, probably like Cthulian, like they did with the Arthur one. Okay.
We still need to do the match with Cthulhu, AMC, Ares,
Oh yeah,
and
Oh, yeah.
and
that's
Chalk.
happening.
Chalk,
Expect
yeah.
that in the next video. Yeah,
For
for sure.
Cthulhu's. And
That's happening.
maybe Morgan, so she can transform and we can have 5
Oh,
Cthulhu's.
Okay, clean up jitter issues with the mire. Didn't really notice, but then again, it's kind of hard to tell what's a glitch and what is intended with that character. But okay, fix rushing terror not consistently hitting God with end grapple damage.
Just some inconsistencies, nothing
Okay.
too major.
Yeah, no, okay, but it's good that they're fixing it. Okay. Address an issue where Cthulhu would turn invisible until respawn. No
Yeah,
police
that's called
force.
dying. That's called dying.
Wait, yeah, huh?
Note, please let us know if this issue persists. Oh yeah, let's just buff him up a bit.
Oh no. Fix friendly knocks from not being able to leave Cthulhu while in ultimate form. Wait,
Praise.
What?
guys,
Praise.
buff or nerf? Buff or nerf here? What do we?
I would
Because like,
say
yeah, it's OP
It's
that
buff.
she can.
I'd say this is no, I would say this is more of a
Actually,
nerf.
is it nerf? I think it's like
Do you
wasn't this meant to be?
well, yeah, it
Nox
is.
should be able to leave
Yeah.
whenever she
No,
wants
no,
to.
you
Actually,
can't.
no.
You
No,
can't.
No,
actually,
no,
no.
you're right.
Apollo Ultimates, you can't do that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. Or Jingwei, you can't leave
And
either.
he would take you out for like 12 seconds out of the fight essentially, which obviously kind of sucks, but
Actually.
it's really good when you can just get out for that long of a time and then just surprise them, especially because he's so dark in his ultimate. I would call this a nerf. It's a good change though. It's more user experience friendly though, because you're
Yeah.
not just stuck and
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah,
but it's a
yeah.
nerf as well.
Just the only thing I could think of is you can't do the getting out damage. Wait, does that? No, actually, that doesn't do damage, does it? No, it does.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
So that's the one part you miss out on, but it's worth trading that off. Okay, Fafnir, reduced flicker present on some skins when dragon form is about to end. Okay, that's I haven't noticed it, but that's
I
good.
did notice that. Yeah, it's noticeable on higher quality for sure. He starts flickering when he like crouches down. You just see a flicker. I don't know. It was just very weird. So I'm glad they changed this.
I think it's good for both. The Fafnir for knowing when it's gonna get out of his ult, and then just the enemies of anticipating like, hey, when should I use my cooldowns? Because he's about to undragon. Sylvanas fixed an issue where Sylvanas could only hit the jungle shrine from specific angles. Okay. I mean, again, not noticed, but it's a good change. And then for items, there's only one. Fixed Staff of Myrden. Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know if I ever do.
Mirrodin.
Mirrid, okay.
Mirrodin, something like that. Yeah.
Not reducing damage on second fire from Baba Yaga Brew.
I don't think I've played Baba Yaga in a match actually.
You
I haven't
should.
tried it in
She's
tournament
actually
matches.
fun. I would say she's fun. She's not, in my opinion, she's not ranked compatible because they either have to overtune her or she's just bad because of the RNG. But in casual, she's actually really fun. I think like her jump is one of the most fun abilities
Well,
they
like
put in the
she
game.
definitely can do a lot of damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
But so can any mage, to be honest.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so for game modes, ranked, the mid-season resets are here. As with previous splits, variants will be softly reset, as will players who are diamond and above. Players will have a renewed chance to prove themselves, and players will need to fight to claim the number 1 spot on the leaderboard. Okay, that's just like regular. God leaderboards and leaderboard frames are being reset. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this out. This is just the same thing. Oh, it says good luck to everyone trying to become the number 1 Kuzumbo. Alright. You know what? I like that. Okay, and then there's a lot of map specific ones. I think we're gonna give more insights on Joust than we are on Conquest. So for Joust, well, wait, no, Joust and Duel. Remove protection.
No, like you said, just Joust.
Okay, well, no, well, okay, unlike you, I actually have dabbled in Duel, so I'll give my brainy insights on this.
You and the other 4 people, yeah.
Alright, shut up, dude. Okay, remove protection scaling on fire minions was 0.5. Protection scaling. So does that mean the later on in the game it gets, the more health?
So no, so they become less tanky when you get fire minions. So the enemy person can actually kill them.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, that's
for
pretty
Duel,
good.
it's huge. For Joust, it's
so
like...
essentially in Joust, the normal way would already push half of your tower if you let it go on there. So removing it for minions just kind of makes your Phoenix not die. Well, like
I think that's
your
good.
Titan
That's
not die
good.
as fast.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good change.
Yeah.
Decreased max health scaling from 20 to 10 on fire brutes and 10 to 5 on the archers. So basically, they just made everything less tanky. Like all of the minions is less tanky.
I think that's bad.
I mean, it's not okay. Sorry, it's not all of them though. It's just the fire ones, meaning if they're
It's like
Phoenix.
when you think about it, there were times when the opposite team had fire minions, and like they literally could kill you. Like you couldn't kill them alone with some gods. So I think this is good.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's good, and also it just doesn't. It kind of makes the snowballing less bad.
Yeah,
I just hope it's not gonna have the opposite effect and now encourage more turtling.
like
That's
now I don't know if people are still gonna be able to, like, if you kill someone, if they are still gonna be able to like push your destroy a tower and Phoenix just with like one wave of fire minions.
so slowing down the game, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah,
um,
and slowing down the snowball especially. Okay, so for Conquest, I'm gonna read them out, but I honestly don't think we'll have a lot of thoughts on these.
Nah,
Um, so
do you
it's
need
gonna be
to?
well, the only good thing is a new map coming in 8.1. I'm
yeah,
looking forward to that.
Neomap 8.1. I'll read them out, just why
Okay.
not? Jungle Shrine not only requires a single auto attack to fully claim a gold bounty, and increased gold per stack from 5 to 10.
I wanna say that this is still gonna be a pretty mediocre thing to get, and more or less not worth your time. Like, unless you're a really fast god passing by, I don't think it's worth going out of your way to grab this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who would be worth, like Merc, Susano?
Pretty much any assassin, a few hunters,
Yeah.
and a
Yeah,
few
I mean,
few warriors and guardians. Not many. Like,
yeah. So if you're Ymir, don't go for these.
just the big change is that it's a single attack now. When it was 3, it was so painful with some slow gods. So yeah, that's the only big one, I think.
Yeah. Trying to make it more viable, but not entirely sure if this will do it. Okay, so lane minions, as I'm reading right here, adjusted minion AI to change their target prioritization. When minions are fighting other minions, they will target the closest minion rather than the first target they see. This is recalculated after every attack. Okay, but generally speaking, waves are going to meet in the middle, so the first one they see is also going to be the closest. I guess
No,
if
I mean I think they mean like when you're fighting with like others, so they like I remember getting fucked up by minions, like not actually going after the other minions, so just going under the tower. Like not
oh, but
not huh?
that used to be like when you as a god attack another god, their minions attack you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Oh, so wait, you think they changed that with this?
No,
No,
I don't think. No, no,
no,
no.
they didn't change that. So essentially, what the way it worked before is you'd have a wave coming in a line, and obviously the first minion in the line would be the first one the enemy wave sees, and they would go for that minion. But now it's gonna calculate the distance, and it's gonna go for the closest minion instead. So it's
Okay.
for a lot of cases it's gonna act just the same, but I guess they did some
I-
extra calculations, and it's gonna be just
it's gonna be
more
way better
optimized.
after, like, if you lose the aggro of minions. I feel like they're gonna adjust to like going after the enemy minions better.
Essentially,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because there's this one as well. Adjusted minion AI for better performance and responsiveness. Minions will be more responsive to detecting an enemy that has entered their range and targeting them. Basically, the programming wasn't good. We've made it better.
I'm
They're now
just
doing their job.
wondering if that's gonna be in all the game modes or if this is conquest only.
Probably conquest only.
Yeah,
If it's on the
it
conquest.
shouldn't be, but it does seem like. I mean, it should be, but I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I made adjustments to reduce jostling. That can result in minions bunching up before meeting.
You know, when you come
Right.
with Hebo 3 and then you see a bunch of juicy minions standing next to each other, all grouped up, I think
But-
that's what they're trying to
Oh, yeah.
reduce.
wait. So I made adjustment to reduce jostling. So does that mean like, for example, a Terra wall is not going to be able to delay minions longer, or?
No, I think that still works as intended. It's just
Oh.
on their way towards the other minions. They don't want them to start almost clipping into each other. I think they want to try spacing them out more.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Okay, so from mid lane, camps of 2 small harpies have been changed into a single elder harpy. So basically making single target mages more viable.
So essentially, they just
around mid
buffed
lane.
Bakasura middle. Is that what I did?
Yeah, to all of the ranked grandmaster gamers out there trying to play Baka mid, you're not going to be able to. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think this could only be a good change. I don't see it
I
like
think
it
it's a
doesn't
good
nerf
change.
anything.
No, I think
Wait,
it's a good change. It's less clutter in the jungle, less quote unquote objectives. Even though there's still a camp, it's just less to do, and the jungle is so busy in the last few seasons that I think this is a good change.
okay, and then Gold Fury reduced hitbox size by 25%, aka if you're an ADC, you have to aim more. Adjusted AI for smoother pathing towards players. So a buff to Gold Fury, basically, meaning it's harder to kill in some regards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then this one's pretty huge. Again, only Conquest, I think. You have aggressive and defensive creeps or jungle monsters. The aggressive ones will charge forward and attack or use a special attack as soon as a god enters their radius. So rather than you having to hit them, they'll attack you either way if you're close to them. And the defensive ones are gonna be like regular. I guess I'll go over the aggressive ones. The Manticores. Actually, no. Why am I doing this? I don't even know which buffs are where. I don't think. Do you guys know if I say
Manticores is purple.
Oh,
Chimeras, I'm not sure. Chimeras are no, actually, Manticores are red buff, and Chimeras are purple buff.
Okay, Harpies are just the mids.
Yeah.
And then Gold and Fire are just Gold and Fire. It's kind of weird to me that Pyro is defensive and Fire Giant is aggressive.
I think it's because they want Pyro to be like a point of contesting between the teams, but not a major one. So if it's a defensive, it kind of makes sense, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So they want you, like, you can go and be sneaky and try to steal it, but it's a high chance that you won't because it's next to the Fire Giant. So there's probably a ward or two there.
And then Centaurs and Satyrs, are those the minis of a buff? Or am I
Satyrs are in the blue buff. And Centaurs, I'm not sure. Centaurs, I think, are gold buff. The back camp.
Yeah, speed. Okay.
After speed,
okay.
yeah, the back camp.
I think honestly, you just play one conquest game and you'll know which ones are aggressive and deep. Like.
Yeah, I like this change. It makes it more interactive, and
yeah.
Hopefully the pro game's gonna be even more fun to watch. Like, I can imagine they're fighting in the jungle and someone walks into the camp and just gets charged by a minion and dies. Like, that would be so cool.
Like back in the day, you I'm referring to Joust, but what you could do is like play around the bull demon and like just try to stay behind it, don't hit it, and then if the enemy hits it, you're basically in a 2v1. So in some ways, that is now not possible anymore in Conquest. Like, you can't use a buff to attack an enemy player by running around it. But a very small. I mean, it's not a small change, but it's not going to be noticeable on that front.
But it can be interesting with, for example, take Anhur. If you use your 2 to push someone into the buff area, and then they get extra charge. Like, there are some interesting ideas I can come up with this, and I'm glad to see this change.
Okay, the next change. Oh my god, these Harpy changes are huge. I'm honestly quickly gonna go over them. Just okay. So Alpha Harpy is a duo jungle monster. It has a new ability which an attack speed debuff. So it's gonna be harder to take it, especially because in duo lane you usually have an ADC or a hunter. Okay, it stacks twice, lasts up to 6 seconds. You do get more XP. You get less gold. It has less health. It has more protections. Oh, physical protections. Okay. Wait. Oh, this is kind of interesting. It has increased physical protection but decreased magical protection. So that kind of is them saying, "Hey, we want Kronos in duo lane."
Bring your souls, Kronos and Freyas out, boys.
That's pretty cool.
Looks like mages are back in the duo lane.
Decreased physical power from 24 to 20. Okay. Scaling, they have less health. Oh, okay, so the scaling's also changed. Oh wait, hold up. The decreased physical protection. Wait, so okay, I guess this kind of makes up for the change, right? Am I reading this right? So, although there's increased physical protection, there's more scaled physical protection. whereas there's decreased magical protection but increased scaled magical protection.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
basically making it so that the Guardian actually does some damage in the early game to them and not just tickle them, but also
yeah,
make sure that later in the game it's not that
a
easy.
mage can't one-shot it. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's a good. Now you'd see that. Okay. Elder Harpies.
Nothing interesting.
Um,
Skip. Skip.
yeah, I'm actually, yeah. Okay, Manicore red buff. Oh, it has a new ability. So basically, when it's low, it has increased attack speed. Okay, so basically, the lower it gets, if it's below 45%, you're gonna take more damage. Oh, it says it right here. Okay, so that's red buff, purple buff. I'm not gonna read the names out. I don't really see the point. Playing debuff. Okay, so fires a projectile. So I don't think purple buff used to be ranged. I'm not entirely sure, but as I'm reading it out right here, it is now.
It wasn't. It wasn't ranged.
Yeah. So now it has a ranged ability, which goes for the first person that aggroes. So yeah, purple buff. So let's say you and your tank go for it, but you're the ADC, you go first. It's gonna go onto you, not onto the tank. So I personally actually think I'd rather have it to be the first person that attacks it rather than walks into the range.
I also like what the ideas that can come with this buff is it decreases your protections by 20%. So if you're a Guardian, this is a huge debuff. But if you look at the next line, it says with this debuff applied, enemy minions will prioritize you less, even if you deal damage to an enemy god. So if you're a squishy, this actually might be a good idea to grab this debuff and then start rushing someone, because you're already squishy, so you might as well take the bonus of the debuff and not be aggro by minions. For example, later in the game where there's fire minions, you could easily rush someone and not get prioritized by minions.
You're right. It actually brings like more thinking to the game without just buffing or nerfing something.
Yeah, but it says like it's gonna prioritize you less. It doesn't mean like it's not gonna.
They're obviously
protect you
gonna
at
go
all.
for you if you're the only person and if you
Yeah.
attack them a
Oh,
lot. But if there is a wave, you can do
okay.
some stuff, you know.
All right. Okay. So, and I think as long as there is a wave, they will just not prioritize you. So they need, or I guess a tower also kind of works. But yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
definitely requires some testing.
20 seconds. That's pretty long, but it has a 30-second cooldown. Which basically means there's 10 seconds where you cannot have this. Oh, wait, no. What am I saying? Because you kill the buff and then it's going to be down anyway. Okay, speed buff has a huge change to it. My god. Deals. Okay, so basically, I think the first part is the spear thrust. The longer you wait to kill it, the more damage it's going to do to you, because it charges something up, which does 3 times the amount of a regular basic attack. And then it's red, purple, and speed buff holders balance. Okay, I think this is just like scaling difference they made. They changed to everything. Increased XP, so you get more XP, you get more gold. It has more health. It has less protections. It has more scaling protections, more scaling health. So basically making it easier for early game, I guess. And as I'm reading it right here, same thing goes for the minis of the buff. So the big guy and the smaller guys. All right, okay. I don't really see, why is this part of the yellow buff or speed buff? Because it says right here, red, purple, and speed buff holders balance. So does it only go for speed or does it go for all of them?
Probably applies to. Actually, I'm not sure.
Kind of confusing. I'm assuming all of
It
them.
probably is. As you can see below, buff guards balance, minis for red, purple, speed. So it probably does apply to all of them. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
Okay. For blue buff, new ability. Okay, so it spawns.
So yeah, I've seen a clip of this. So essentially, it's one satyr, and then he has the ability to spawn 4 smaller ones. So you have 5 enemies on you if you're not careful. So this is gonna be a very interesting addition to the solo lane.
Ooh,
And I think this is one of the better designed ones for sure.
the big thing here is no gold or XP reward. So generally you just want to kill it as quickly as possible. Because you could have counterplay where if you get gold for it, you just wait and then get more. But
Yeah, but it used to be a problem because solo lane would like clear a wave or two, and then if they don't get blue buff, they would lose all the pressure because they would lose that needed XP. And this way, you just lose the mana, so you can still counterplay with some gods.
Okay, so yeah, obviously it doesn't have minis anymore because it spawns them. It's where the same go. Okay, so the big guy now has pretty much the XP and gold that the big guy plus the two small ones had back in the day. So it's not a nerf to that. And then yeah, you can see the values here. Not that it really matters. Pyromancer, Infernal Ritual. Shortly after being attacked, the Pyromancer enters into a 3-second duration channeled spell. If successful, it casts Infernal Ritual. Okay. It doesn't say here what the chances of it being successful are. So it's an AoE debuff that pretty much does like decreases the. Wait, no, hold up. Debuff that causes all nearby gods to take 15% increased damage from all sources. But the way I'm reading this is if you're contesting a pyro, which you usually are. So let's say you're contesting it, two teams are fighting. It's gonna apply a debuff to everyone, right?
All the nearby gods, there's probably a certain radius. However, Pyromancer can be stunned, can be CC'd.
Ah, okay. Well, all right.
So you can, I think, potentially interrupt that a few times, but this is a huge one because now you kind of, if you get that debuff, it kind of might not be a smart idea to go for the fire because you could just get wiped really fast.
Oh yeah. And you might as well, like, you might have to retreat if like the enemy shows up.
Yeah. You almost would certainly have to because 15% increased damage from all sources. If especially if they have a crit dealer on their team, 15% increased damage on crit is just insane for no matter what god you are.
Yeah, definitely. Or if you're a burst mage, yeah. Okay, so Oracle's new ability, Guarding Ritual. Guarding? Yeah, Guarding Ritual. Shortly after being attacked, the Oracles enter into a 3-second channeled spell. If successful, it casts Guardian Ritual. Okay, so same thing. After being attacked, they charge it. This buff causes the Oracles to take 40% reduced damage.
So it's just gonna make them more tanky.
If you don't have CC, they're gonna be more tanky. So a small buff to like characters that have a lot of CC. Like for example, like wait, no. Actually, I don't know if there's
Kuma works.
It
says mesmerizes can
yeah,
interrupt.
but he only has a mez, right? He doesn't have.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, is there gods that have both a stun and silence, or like both a silence and a knockup? But I can't think of one right now.
A
Yeah,
stun and a
basically just have
knockup. Technically, King Arthur has a stun and a knockup.
Oh yeah. Okay, so make him even more viable. Actually, I don't know if he still is.
I'm liking these changes so far to the buffs. It's like it's making the map more interactive.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And it's actually harder to kill, so it's
I agree, I like them. I'm just very worried how the god meta is gonna shift. Because it feels like some gods are just gonna get the short end of the stick and are just gonna fall out of meta really fast.
Well, then I'd like to see them individually be changed, but as Numba said, I do kind of like that. It's more interactive. Plus, the map has a higher skill ceiling now, because if you know about all these changes and take it into consideration, you have an advantage. Small one, but you still do. Which in pro play can matter, because you're playing at the highest skill level.
2 jungler meta incoming.
Yeah, I mean, you have a guardian for a reason, right? Support's basically second jungle. Alright, okay, Fire Giant now spawns molten pools when a god enters its attack area, which builds on the fact that it's aggressive, meaning if you walk into it, it's gonna attack you.
Yeah, so before he would spawn them during his AI attack chain, but now he just does it instantly. So that's the change there.
But does it target you, or does it randomly put the pools down in certain locations? Because that could make a difference.
It's right beneath you. You can read it in the comments.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's right beneath you.
Okay, Gold Fury. again, he has one of those spells. Channels the spell on a single target that applies a stacking debuff every 0.5 seconds. Debuff lasts for 5 seconds, stacks up to 6 times, damaging and refreshing on each tick. Wait, but does it say what kind of debuff? Also, does it?
The debuffs are different per every Gold Fury.
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say whether it does it on the first person that hits the Fury or first one that it targets, right? Wait, Gold Fury is still aggressive. Like, they made them aggressive, right? Let me actually scroll up. Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
they have.
So it's probably the first person that walks into the range. Okay, so Gold Fury 5% slow, so that's going to be 30% in total. And then 20 gold bounty when killed per stack. So does this mean that if enemies are fighting Gold Fury, you can get 120 gold from killing the enemy that first got targeted?
Yeah, every single person on your team can get extra 120 gold.
Damn. Oh my god,
Extra,
that is actually...
I think it's extra.
Actually... I really like that. That is... Yeah. Okay, that really adds on to what Dumba said earlier. It makes it more interactive.
I'm just sad because it's slowly feeling like Gold Fury is becoming a better objective than the Fire Giant.
I mean, I kind of like that. I like that it's still... Or at least for like mid-game, it has some importance.
They obviously want the Fire Giant to be this sort of like a raid boss, but because of that, he only has like these few DPS abilities, whereas now we have like 3 different Gold Furies doing 3 different things, gaining you 3 different types of buffs and debuffs if you're attacking them. It just feels so much better on the Gold Fury side. I feel like Fire Giant will need some love soon.
The second one, the Oni Fury, 5% increased damage taken from all sources, which makes sense because at that point you'll have a tank aggroing it, so it's gonna take 30% more damage. That is huge. But I really like the third one, 5% reduced damage dealt per stack, because late game an ADC and a mage, or maybe just an ADC, are going to be able to solo Gold Furies or Primal Furies, and this kind of nerfs that, which makes it more of a team objective.
Yeah, for sure. Though the juggling still exists there, so they can still juggle it very easily if there's 2 ranged characters.
Yeah, for Oni Fury, yeah, but for Primal Fury...
well, they can still juggle it because it's gonna be walking back and forth. It's just gonna take longer, which is good because there's more opportunities for counterplay.
So for physical pen, huge changes. We're not gonna read everything exactly, but physical penetration now has a 40% cap and can be obtained from a variety of different items.
So essentially, they're doing with physical penetration now what they did with the magical penetration earlier this year, I think. So now it's gonna work in the same way that the magical penetration has been working for the past few months or however long it was now.
Okay, so for Titan's Bane, increased cost from 23 to 25.50, so that's kind of a big change. I'm guessing the tier 3 is gonna be more I'm guessing tier 3 is gonna be more expensive. Actually, we might even see... No, they haven't mentioned tier 2. Nope. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure if the tier 3 is gonna be more expensive or the tier 2.
Just the tier 3. Titan's Bane is a tier 3.
Okay, so then... Okay, yeah, okay, right. Increased physical power from 30 to 40. Yeah, okay. I mean... I don't know if I... Actually, yeah, no. I think 150 for 10 power. That's pretty good. And then added 20% physical penetration. New passive. Your first ability cast gains 20% physical penetration. This can only occur once every 10 seconds. So burst damage is going to, be good with Titan's Bane. I'm thinking Loki, maybe, for example.
Loki, Susano,
Thor.
I think you can make a case for Fenrir Jump as well.
Actually, yeah, no, I don't agree with Susano, but because Susano has like a lot of damage, but it's split, right? Unless if his full one counts. But the way I think it works is it's only going to be the first tick of his one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fenrir Jump or Fenrir 3. But would Fenrir 3 have it on the first Brutalize or on...
Yeah, but I mean, people don't really initiate with Fenrir 3 since like season 3. It's mostly just stack the jump, stun, and then jump them.
Yeah, and it does do a ton of damage. So I think I was thinking Olar, but then again, it's more of his combos. I guess if you just hit his 3 without setup, that does do good damage, but... Okay, Executioner. Decreased cost from 2350 to 2200, so if you used to buy Titan's Bane and an Executioner, they're going to cost the same still, because that makes up for it. Increased physical power from 30 to 35, but decreased passive shred from 12 to 7 per stack. So you're gonna go from 36 to 21. That is a nerf. I don't know about you guys, but that is.
I'm just curious if they intend and if it will, like, the Executioner was a core item since I think pretty much its release, and I wonder if they want it to not be such a core item on so many characters, because you can always get Executioner and you're not gonna go wrong. So now I'm thinking with this decreased passive shred, if they're trying to make it a little bit, a tad bit more niche, you know, so not everyone picks it up.
Yeah, I agree. It is, like you said, just core. Okay, Atalanta's bow. Ooh. Like, this is probably their 10th attempt to make this viable. Added 20% pen. Removed 10. Okay, remove 10% movement speed. Okay. New passive. If you receive a kill or assist on an enemy god, you gain Atalanta's agility for 10 seconds. This effect increases your attack speed by 20% and decreases the oh my god, the movement penalty for attacking, backpedaling, and strafing by 50. Guys, it's back. I mean, it's not back, but wait. So okay, but you're still here, right, Dumbbis?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. What item am I thinking of? Hasten.
Fatalis.
Fatalis? Is it Fatalis?
Yeah, it's Fatalis.
Oh my god. It's not exactly Fatalis, but it's like a less Fatalis but stronger.
It's just in the shadow of the glory of Fatalis.
I mean,
but we'll see.
I like it.
They're like new ROM probably can make really good use of this. But we'll see. It's just it's rarely do people want to trade that sweet DPS for just extra speed. But since this gives you a lot of different speeds, this actually might be a really good one. So let's see how it plays out.
I'm thinking Merc here. Actually no, yeah, because you already have Katana. Okay. Plus I don't think you can buy Atlanta's bow. Actually, I'm not sure. It says here increases players' move speed. So I'm assuming this is a general change.
So when you have the item, those are the move speeds that you get.
Oh, I thought it said right here increase your attacks. Oh, okay. So strafing from 80 to 90, backpedaling from 60 to 80, melee basic attacking. Okay, these numbers don't really tell me anything.
Like, do these numbers only apply for passive or like the whole item?
I think only on passive. Because strafing or having strafing always at 80 or 90% sounds, I don't know. Like 90% is essentially you're gonna move just a tad bit slower, so sideways is gonna be a really good way to move. But backpedaling is a huge one from 60 to 80%. That's essentially half of your speed to basically pretty close to your full speed. I think that's a major one.
I'm thinking of who this could be really good on. I was thinking like you said, Rom. Okay, he gets a lot of movement speed. But I'm thinking ability ADCs because they have the ability to get an assist without being in range.
I'm just imagining you can make AMC work backwards with this now.
Oh my god, no! Actually,
you know, you put the hive down and you move backwards. You should move pretty close to 100%.
Yeah, this is
gonna be cancer.
Yeah, that's. Oof.
I'm looking forward to this. I hope it really does shake up the meta.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
So for rage, increased cost from 23 to 24. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see a lot of people building rage, but I think it's a really good item. But again, it's kind of niche because you have to build crit.
I disagree. I see it always picked up, and I think it's all the rage right now.
No.
I see all the hunters pick it up all the time to proc crit.
Yeah.
It's a very, very highly picked item.
Yeah, okay. Well, then I guess it kind of makes sense nerfing it. And I'm kind of glad they nerfed it price-wise, because I think the item is cool the way it is. Silver Branch. an extra 10% physical pen. Remove the flat pen, which I actually didn't even know it had.
I don't think I've ever bought this item.
This is the one used pretty much only on Merc. It was increased physical power gained from passive from 1.5 to 2 per stack. This is the item that gives you power for overcapped attack speed, I think.
Yes,
But like
it
you
is.
said, I've never used it either.
And
It's just
now
too
we
niche.
see there is a percent pen here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the items, and I think this could really make it a very interesting item, and hopefully we should see more of it, because now it's not just a flat pen
Yeah.
and then
I don't
some
think-
very niche, passive.
I think
Apollo.
I've seen like 3 times, like people building it, and it was usually like new players who didn't know what to buy, so they just. stacked
For
attack
example,
speed.
one guy that was good with this item was Apollo. I'm not sure if
Or
that's still true.
Izanami, or Rama, or Mercury are the ones I can currently think of because they have an attack speed buff.
Yeah,
Or-
the
well,
thing with
some-
Apollo was his pass would make him super fast, so it was super effective on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is just it was
Especially
very
Apollo, yeah.
niche. So
Because the way I like Izanami has a really big attack speed buff as well, but obviously there's just better options. Like it's good, but it's not amazing.
yeah.
8-pointed Shuriken, which is the tier 2, I think. Reduce
Yes.
attack speed from 10 to 7. Okay, I mean 3%. I don't think this is a huge nerf.
Well,
it's
it's
tier
That's
2.
it's
fine.
done only because there's a new item.
Yeah, so the shurikens are getting a makeover.
Oh damn. Okay, so Shadow Steel Shuriken, 2,500 gold, 20 power, 10% attack speed, 20% crit chance. Enemies hit by your crit strikes have 40%. Oh my god, reduced healing and regeneration for 8 seconds.
Physical divine ruin, boys. There it is, boys. There
but
it is.
better, 'cause-
Finally.
Or not better, more. How do I explain this? Because you already had 2 good anti-heal items, but this one just works better with crit. Like it synergizes better in builds.
Okay, so now, for example, Loki, you don't have to buy beat stick.
Wait,
Actually, no,
Exactly.
Loki. No,
I don't know
yeah.
if his backstabs count as crits though.
No,
yeah,
but
they
you
are.
still build
They are.
crits usually with.
Wait,
Loki.
seriously?
Backstab is a crit.
I don't think.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it counts as.
it
crit.
doesn't count
I don't
for
think
items.
it counts as crit.
I don't remember. What I'm thinking is it was like a crit, but they nerfed the damage, something like that.
Hmm.
I think so. You couldn't, do 2k because there was like a cap or something.
Have to test.
But
Definitely.
I'm not sure. Yeah, don't quote me on that.
Okay, Poison Star, decreased attack speed from 15 to 10 and increased power for. Okay.
Just
Doesn't seem. I mean.
Poison Star used to be Medusa's favorite item, but then they both kind of just fell out. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I think
Well,
we should
Poison
just
Star
see.
was always just for few gods. Like not many
Yeah.
could build.
There
I
was
like Wind
there was
Demon
this
more.
one time where because they nerfed Wind Demon, there was this one time where
Mhm.
everyone took Poison Star,
Mhm.
but it was very short period of time. So
Plus, it used to be cheaper, so at some points, if you don't have the money but you want to get out of spawn quickly, you go Poison Star, because like there wasn't many differences. Could it be that the stats for power and attack speed are now the same when it comes to Poison Star and Wind Demon? Because I vaguely recall Wind Demon having more power and less attack speed, so.
yeah, I'm not sure.
For Wind Demon, decreased critical strike chance. Yikes. Decreased physical power as well, from 30 to 25. But passive now provides 10% physical penetration in addition to the attack speed and movement speed. So if you hit an enemy, you'll get more pen.
So they nerfed it so they could add penetration to it.
Yeah, so now it's
Yeah.
a jack of all trades sort of shuriken.
Oh, yeah.
You get a little bit of everything, which it's not necessarily bad.
No, yeah. Okay, it's more situational, I guess.
Well, I would say quite the opposite. I'd say it's very general. You can just grab it whenever and fit it in.
Well,
but
not if you have low crit. Like
yeah,
if
you
want to
build crit, but if you're a crit
Yeah.
character, it's very like general item you can just grab.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh my God! Wait, evolved soul. Okay, so Soul Eater. Decreased the cost by 200. Decreased power from 40 to 30. Remove 200 mana. Added 10% physical pen. And now provides 5% ability lifesteal even before stacks are completed. That's a buff, but then again, who the fuck's gonna pick this item up? Wait, Pele, I guess. So that's
Yeah, it was
Pele.
a few assassins and some warriors. This was the item for them, so this essentially just lets them pick it up and they don't have to suffer for as long as they did before. So I hopefully we'll see this earlier in the games from now on.
And then the evolved one decreased power, also removed the 200 mana. Wait, added 10% physical pen. Does that mean you get 20% in total? I'm guessing. And then increased physical ability lifesteal. Okay, so from 15 to 20. So now you're gonna have 25 in total instead of 15 in total.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it adds up. I think it just so first 10% pen on both of them, so it's just 10%, and then life still goes from 5 to 20 when you fully stack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just jumps to the other value.
Okay, all right.
20% is a lot on some characters, so
Yeah, but
get your
Pele will
anti-heal,
work.
boys.
I mean, yeah, I'm not completely convinced that a character without healing picking this up will need anti-heal, but yeah, if you have a Pele or some shit, you kind of want to.
Yeah, I think Pele is
Yeah.
gonna be OP with this.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't care that it has less power because she has different items for that. Like the
Mhm.
lifesteal is huge for that.
Right, Heartseeker, decreased cost, which is necessary. 3,100 is just way too much. It's now 2,900. I removed 10 physical pen, obviously, and then added the 10% pen, which I think this is a pretty big buff. Because 10% pens usually, especially late game, gonna come down to more than 10 flat pen.
Yeah, I think the problem is that so far, as far as I've seen, we had a lot of percent pen and not a lot of flat pen. So usually you want a little bit of both so that you can damage both sides of the spectrum essentially. And also because of the way the penetration works, it's quite a convoluted system, and you should like if you want to talk about it, we would have to properly research it to know a lot
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah.
I think on a lot of characters, Susano primarily, it's gonna be really good. But also probably it's gonna be skipped by some characters from now on because they really wanted the flat pen instead of the percent one.
Alright, well, I think this is also one we just kind of have to see in game. Fail Not just added 10% physical pen, just straight up buff. Masamune, no, has been removed from the game,
Oh,
but similar
no.
stats can be found in a new hammer called the Sledge. Serrated Edge Serrated Edge has taken its place. I'm sad because Masamune's card art I really like.
Rest in peace, my
Honestly,
boy. I loved you since
yeah.
you were released, and I will continue loving you forever.
Yes. Not that you've ever built it ever almost, but I mean it had some I guess in Arena it had some value. Okay, new item Serrated Edge, 2,400 gold, 40% physical. Wait, sorry, no, 40 physical power, 10% lifesteal, 10% movement speed, 20% physical pen passive. If all three of your non-ultimate abilities are on cooldown, gain 40 basic attack power and 10% cooldown.
So, anyways, welcome to Fenrir's now S tier meta, boys. Enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Pele, but Pele just does not work because of her 3. Like it just cucks her because it doesn't have a cooldown.
I love this item, and I'm pretty sure it's
Loki.
pretty clearly overtuned to make people try it out. This is just an amazing item. There's nothing bad about this item, honestly.
They are definitely going to nerf it next patch. I think it's way too OP. It has way too much stuff.
I'm looking forward to trying it on Baka.
Well, like 24
yeah,
gold.
that's nothing. Yeah, I'm still looking at Loki here. But you just don't auto attack cancel, so you just do 1/3, put your 2 down, and just smack the living heck out of someone. But yeah, Baka, tasty.
I don't think Baka is gonna be like it. I don't think it's gonna be good on Baka.
If you play against people that cannot punish you for jumping into a battle, I think it could be, because you can just engage with your jump. But generally speaking, yeah, you do want to save your jump to chase or to
With
escape.
Baka, you usually do want to jump to apply that debuff that he has on the jump.
That is also true, yeah.
You're still gonna like, unless you eat something before, you're still gonna have fear too. So
You usually do that, don't you? When you engage? Like when I play Baka, I try to eat a minion and then jump in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wanna build your
try-
passive so you get the speed.
yeah, you try to get it like all the time. Yeah.
Warriors changes. Ooh, Glad Shield. Okay. Now a tier 3 that builds off Tower Shield. Way more expensive. Gives you 25 extra physical power, 200 health, 40. Okay, 40 protections and 10% cooldown reduction. Oh, but the passive has changed. An enemy god who is under 50% health takes bonus damage from your abilities equal to 15 plus 2 per level. Bonus physical damage triggers only once per enemy per ability. Okay, that is a mouthful. I gotta wrap my head around this. Okay, so basically, the lower someone gets, the more damage. So basically, brought up to Hoodie, but bootleg warrior version, right? More damage, low
Yeah.
health.
This feels like it's gonna be a decent Arthur item, I think.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever take Glad Shield away from that guy.
Yeah, like it's still his. But we'll see. Like under 50% health is also quite. It bumps the item from core item to like mid game item and later, because
Yeah,
especially
it
solo lane.
no longer heals you. So
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Berserkers, also a tier 3 now. Also 2500 gold. It gives you 40% power. Sorry, not. Sorry, 40 pen power. 40 flat power, 30 physical protection, 20% attack speed. 20, that's. Actually, I don't know what it used to be. And then 10% physical pen. Passive, if you drop below 40% HP, you become Berserk. Berserk provides 20
wait,
physical.
did it have even attack speed?
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez,
no.
this is a lot of attack speed.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, it is a lot. So it gives you 20 physical power. Wait, and 20% attack speed? Last 5-second refreshes on if healed and then re-damaged? Okay, so
Is
this
this
seems
a
like
is,
Erlang.
is this a new Bakasura core item?
Wait, can you build these on?
Yeah, you
On,
can. You can build an assassin. Is this I don't know. Like I have to try all these items out on Bakasura. I'm really interested now.
Yeah, this one I was thinking Erlang, but I was thinking only warriors, so definitely anything that is auto attack and melee.
So if you are below 4 HP, you have plus 40 attack speed.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Yeah.
Pretty
That's a
pretty
whole
pretty
lot.
wild.
Could work with Silver Branch, maybe.
Huh?
If you could only build Silver Branch and this one, and then all be like almost be at the cap without building other attack speed items. Just a thought. Okay, the sledge also a new item. 2300 gold, 40 physical power, 300 health, 150 mana, 20% CCR, which is something you don't really see often, or I don't pay attention to CCR, but 20% seems like quite a lot.
Yeah, not a lot of items.
It's mainly like what is it even called? The magical defense items are the ones I know of.
And there's a shield. One of the newer items. Then there is Chronos Pendant.
Wait, Kronos gives you CCR. Wait,
Oh,
I'm
sorry, it's
yeah,
CCR.
it's
I
CTR, not CDR.
thought-
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, okay. I guess to quickly explain, CCR is crowd control reduction, which 20% seems like quite a lot. Passive, for each enemy within 55 units, you gain 10 magical and physical protection, stacking up to 3 times. I think Masamune used to stack up to 5 times, but I'm not sure what the values were.
It was 5 and then it was nerfed to 3, I think, at one point.
Oh, nerfing Masamune. Lol. Okay. Assassin's Blessings. Sorry, Blessing. Increased health from 50 to 100, so giving them more more survivability. Provides 7 physical and magical power. Okay. Increased healing from jungle monsters from 7 to 8%, and decreased bonus damage done to jungle monsters from 40 to 30. Why would it give you magical power? Like, Oh wait, no, because it's a jungle. Okay, yeah, duh. I was thinking you could only buy Assassin's Blessing on
Yeah.
Assassin, but it's just it doesn't matter. Wait, help me out, guys. Can you buy Assassin's Blessing on a mage in Conquest?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can buy any blessing you want.
It's just a
Well,
conquest specific blessing, or
Yeah,
yeah, it's a conquest
yeah,
specific blessing.
okay, duh, okay. Warlock Staff. Increased base power from 65 to 85. Decreased base power per stack from 1 to 0.8. And then total is increased from 140 to 148. That last part I don't really get.
So so essentially you would get 1 power per stack and now you're gonna get 0.8, but since they increased the base power, this is still a buff. It's just a shift buff.
But
So usually it would take a while for it to pop off.
They had to nerf something so it wouldn't be overpowered.
Yeah, but they're shifting its focus, so usually you would have to wait to stack it to be powerful. Now they want it to be a little bit more powerful earlier.
but so it gives you 20 more base, but gives you 0.2 per stack less, which comes down. Wait, does it stack to more than 100? It just mathematically doesn't seem right to me, because if it's 100 stacks, it's going to be a difference of 20.
And
But they're
you
all
can see below that they say the total is increased from 140 to 145 in the end.
But where does that 5 come from?
So the 5 is from stacking 0.8 on top of 85, and 140 is stacking 1 on top of 65.
Okay, I'm tripping. But okay, I'm not gonna.
So all it is that if you're
Basically more early game.
yeah exactly.
Okay, Book of Thoth. Ooh, decreased cost from 2650 to 2500. So pretty much all the Kukulkan mains. Hey, I mean, I guess Thoth is actually good on most characters, but especially Kukulkan, this seems like it's pretty big. Also, you can double stack with Warlocks now.
Yeah.
Same like he has more viability early game. But then
This is
again,
one of those items I just like to use. I like Book of Thoth.
yeah. Okay, Tyrannical Plate Helm. I'm gonna be honest, never built it myself. Increased magical power from 70 to 85. That is quite a lot, I think. Increased minion health from 10 to 20%.
Oh, so it's I forgot it.
Flat buff.
It's the one that buffs minions, right?
Yeah.
Or the other-
Or pets, yeah.
yeah.
This seems like it might be good on some solo guardians. If you want to have a very aggressive approach to your lane, this seems like it might be a good choice now.
Those Vulcans do still count as minion.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, it's gonna,
Yeah.
it's gonna have way more health now.
It is really, yeah, it actually, it does buff Falcon indirectly pretty hard. Mill Renewal, again, probably not gonna make
I
it
don't think
viable.
I built it.
Yeah.
Maybe once.
To meme, maybe once, but decreased time it takes to heal for 15% and regain for 15% mana from 5 seconds to 3. So basically, as soon as you get a kill or assist, instead of it only giving you 3% per second, it's not going to give you 5% per second.
Yeah, so back some time, it used to be a really solid choice on Hunbots. Remember that god, he exists. Yeah, it used to be a really solid choice on him because you could just keep your aggression up with this item. But it was, and still to this day, is a very, very niche choice, and I don't think I've seen it this season at all.
Okay, and then Stone of Gaia increased. Oh wait, no, actually, one thing I want to say about this, I personally don't think this is going to change anything at all because this item's garbage. But okay, sorry, Stone of Gaia.
Still gonna get built.
Increased healing per second from 0.3 to 0.5 of max health. I kind of like this. I used to like old Stone of Gaia more, but
Yeah, I love Son of Guy on Hurt especially. You were unkillable with Hurt.
but it's still pretty good though. It gives you a lot of base regen. Anyone else thoughts on this?
Stone of Guy is just a great item, and it always was great. Now it's a little bit less great, but it's still great nonetheless. And those are my thoughts on it. It's just great.
I think they should update the picture. It looks way too old. Isn't like one of the
Yeah.
not many items have the same picture now.
I
since the
think
old
this is
one.
already a second version of it. I think it used to look different. Yeah, if you look it up.
It doesn't look bad, but it does need an update. Yeah. Height of the Nimian, which is also one I personally think hasn't been updated. The icon.
Remove passive.
Oh no. So remove passive, new passive every 15 seconds. This generates a. Oh my god! This generates a block stack for the owner.
Max 1 stack.
This counters Loki insanely hard. This
Mm.
this actually just makes him useless if you build this. If you think about it.
It's still 1 stack. It's just
Oh, max one. Okay.
Loki.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you just need to know who has it. So if you're Loki, you just use like 1 basic, and then you can start your combo.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then
I don't
actually,
like this new. I
yeah.
don't like it.
No, because you don't really have any counterplay to crit now.
Especially 1 stack. Like okay, it's gonna block the first damage. I would still rather have like what it had before.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Ring of Hecate. Wait. Also, it just got changed. 2,500 gold, which it doesn't mention here. 80 power. Wait, you guys seeing this? They didn't even like actually finish the sentences. They just okay, whatever. 20%
They got
attack.
bored.
Yeah. 20% lifesteal and a new passive. Each successful basic attack applies a hex to enemies and empowers you. Enemies receive 5% decreased power per stack. You receive 5% increased power and increased healing gained. Both effects stack up to 3 times and stacks last for 5 seconds.
So top Oloran item.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
30% attack speed, 80 power, only 250,
And then
and
increased.
life heal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
20%.
I agree. I agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna be unkillable even more if he
Yeah.
with his full build.
Okay. Divine Rune. Increased magical power from 80 to 90. Yes. Decreased pen from 15 to 10. I don't think I like this.
I personally do, because I usually hate at picking up the item because it would just give me a little bit of both, which kind of sucked. Like flat pen 15 sure was a lot, but at the same time, compared to the other pen items, it was kind of lackluster. So now I like that I actually get more power out of it, which I find very useful on a lot of gods, more so than the pen, but I still get that anti-heal effect that I really want from it.
For me, the only reason I picked it was for its passive, for the anti-heal. Like
Yeah.
I never picked it otherwise.
I mean, yeah, you only pick it when you need to use it, but like Dama said, he actually likes the power more, whereas I also like for me it's opposite. It's more of it's obviously you're gonna build it because of its passive, but it's more so what you also gain above the passive. Like and for me, 15 pen was pretty good, but it's I guess it just depends on how you look at it.
The thing it was because you would usually build another pen item on top, so having 15, which don't get me wrong, was great, but since I would have 2 pen items, I would not have enough power in the end. At least I wouldn't feel like I have enough power. With this way, 10% power is quite a lot, it's a big addition.
Oh, it's not. Wait,
Yeah, he meant
I meant 10 flat power, yeah.
I get you though. I get you. Okay, so Spear of Deso decreased pen from 15 to 10. Yikes.
So this is the one I do not like, because this item used to live up almost to its name. Like especially like its release was very very shaky. On release, it was a very weird item, and then they put it in a really good place, and now lately, it was the pen item. Like that was the item you wanted in the tree. If they didn't have a lot of healing, that's the item you go for. So I kind of understand why they're going for a nerf, but I don't think it required a nerf. I think that item was in a good spot.
Okay, Spear of the Magus. 2450 gold, which is an odd number to me. 110 magical power. My god, that is a lot. Wait, it says plus as well, so it looks like even on top of whatever power it already had.
I don't think
No. 10 flat pen and new passive. Any god you damage becomes marked and debuffed to take 7.5% increased damage from all sources for 10 seconds. This effect can only effect can only affect one god at a time and can only occur once every 10 seconds. Yeah.
I get why they did it like one god at a time, because most mages have like AoE damage, so it'd be way too OP with
Yeah,
affecting all
I'm
of them.
just not sure how I feel about the 7.5%. Everything else is great. So I just have to see how it's gonna feel with like all sources means that everyone should focus the character that's been debuffed, but it really depends how much damage that's actually gonna do.
I actually wonder, like, who is it gonna target if you hit multiple enemies with one AoE? Like, who is it gonna give the debuff?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna just go as a programmer. I'm gonna say it'll probably be the person closest to the center.
Yeah, to to whoever you
Yeah,
try
from
targeting.
a programmer perspective, that's what I would do.
Or wait, no, yeah, that comes on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or maybe the tankiest one, or like most health.
They'd have to specify that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that would be way too specific.
This change I think is probably the most logical change ever. Warrior Tabai now has 100 mana. Because to me it never made sense. Like why does Ninja Tabai give mana when it's an attack speed item, and Warrior Tabai is better for physical power, which is what
Yeah,
you would.
I think now it's more
Yeah, but
balanced.
Warrior Terror was just bad lately. It used to be the best item for a long while.
Yeah.
People would laugh at other shoes, at our boots, and then they finally made Ninja one work really well, and then like the speed ones, Teleria and its counterpart, and then they just left Warrior Tab in the dust. It was just bad. Why would I pick that when I can just get everything else in Ninja boots? So
Yeah.
now with this having 100 mana, it's not much, but it's definitely noticeable, which I'm
How
really
much
happy.
was it like before you when you picked ninja over warrior? The only thing you got is like you got maybe 10 less power.
Oh no, it was 20, but still, yeah, it was 20. It was 40 and 20.
Was
It
it
used to
one
be.
time like really low? Not even like 20. But you still got like mana plus attack speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next one's relics, which I think could be pretty quick. Teleport glyph, you can TP to phoenixes.
Can I tap it?
Ooh.
Can I TP to enemy phoenixes?
Right. No, please do add that. Can I TP to the enemy? Actually, yeah, I guess
Just
you can.
just put ward next to it.
Yeah,
It's
but
the same.
if it's in phoenix range, enemies can
Yeah,
take it out with
just
a
put right next to it.
I like this because usually you'd have to back and sprint to your phoenix if it's getting backdoored. With this item now you have very
Yeah.
good backdoor counterplay.
You do realize there's just you press B, right? You could
No, I
Like,
said
still-
you would have to back and then run to the phoenix. This way you
Yeah,
immediately teleport. You're a
I like
threat to
this.
all the
I
Lokis.
guess a solo laner, it's good, right? But it yeah, okay.
It's not game breaking, of course, for sure. But I think it's a very welcome change.
So now, usually the people, so soul layers, are gonna be the one who are gonna go back if someone is backdooring, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
I would say
It
yeah.
kind of makes sense, yeah. Like at least a more tanky character can do
Because
that.
before it was whoever like backed first.
Cursed Ankh looks like a dope icon, by the way. Just gotta say, I really like the icon. When applied, this relic now reduces active shields by 50%. I think we talked about this, right? I asked if there was anything besides Shell, and then Nama said Geb. So,
Yeah,
a
but
Geb counter.
essentially, rest in peace, Nike. It was nice knowing you.
Oh,
Oh my God, yeah, you're right.
It was nice knowing you while you were in the meta, and now
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
For the full 2 weeks, you actually had something. Okay. I mean, I think everyone hates Nike anyway, so fuck you. All right, Sundering Spear. This relic now destroys.
like.
Wait, hold on. Wait. This relic now destroys shields when applied. Rip
Also
neck.
rip Nike. Yeah.
Holy, this penetrates her. She doesn't have anything. What? That's like, she gets doubled health basically, right?
Yeah,
So it just
almost. It's a
negates her
huge
ultimate
shield.
besides the slow. Yeah.
Just
Oh
so
God.
if you are for some reason dueling Nike, you just pick Sundering Spear and like
Yes.
you.
I mean, I would also get sprint to get the frick away from her if she's she has katana. But yeah.
And now
Spear.
the most anticipated change been a few years coming.
Oh God, this is so much to read. So Ratatoskr, it's not a reverb or like not a how do you call? Yeah, I mean, he used
It's
to
not
have
a
something
full-on
like,
rework. It's just
no.
reimagination of his core nut.
All right, so basically, his nut used to be just one thing, and now there's multiples.
Did you hear that, guys? He has multiple nuts now.
God. Okay, where do I even start? Magic Acorn can branch into a whole new tree of items. So, Lively Acorn, tier 2. I'm just gonna go over the passives, guys. When Ratatoskr damages a god with an ability, he heals for 3% of his maximum health.
So this
basically,
is the
all
tier
Glad
2.
Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, tier 2. And then tier 3, 7% of his max health and mana. Whoa.
So that's one of the tier 3s he can get. That's one of the choices.
That's pretty good. Can he sell them though?
I don't think so. I think it's still unsellable.
Built from what is this?
So now this is the other tier 3 that you can choose from that first tier 2 we mentioned.
Oh my god, this is okay. When Ratatoskr damages a god with an ability, heals for 3% of his maximum health. Flurry has an additional charge, and Ratatoskr gains protections that he shreds from enemy gods. Flurry is his 2, isn't it?
So this is like a very bruisery, tanky rat corn.
Yeah.
That you could get. Flurry is his spin, his 2. Yeah, so I'm not sure, like, additional charge, does that mean you can use it again? Or does that mean you can spin one charge longer or whatever?
Either way, it doesn't make sense.
It's very good because he gains the protections he shreds from enemy gods. So if you're fighting a bunch of like guardian warriors, this one might actually be a really solid choice for you.
Heal yourself. You're gonna get protections, and you get extra charge.
This
Okay.
guy was already like, you could build him bruiser and he fucking shreds, but
Yeah.
okay.
So now we have the other tier 2 items. So there's 2 tier 2 that we can branch to. So this is the second branch.
Okay. Nettle Acorn. Wait, it doesn't have a passive? Wait, did oh, it doesn't. Okay. So it gives you 15 power and 10% movement speed. And then the tier 3 of this, Dart now deals 40% increased damage and can crit? What? When Dart damages an enemy, Ratatoskr gains 10% physical lifesteal and 10% basic attack damage for 6 seconds. My god. So you have a stun that can crit that gives you physical lifesteal and extra basic attack
So
damage.
Dart is his dash. So they're trying to
Wait, is it?
Yes, so they're trying to bring back the glory of the old red that could just dash and get a penta.
Oh, actually, honestly, I kind of like this.
I'm very excited for this item and I hope it's gonna be good because that threat was the most fun to me. It was busted as all hell, but it was the most fun I've had with that character.
I actually want to play this character now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other tier 3, Acorn Blast now shoots 5 acorns. Enemies hit by an Acorn Blast are marked to take 5% increased damage from Ratatoskr's ability, stacking up to 3 times for 5 seconds. Okay. I think I like...
the Bristle Bush sounds better than the second one.
Same. I kind of like that one more. Stats are... Oh, wait, hold up. I probably should have read it. No, they're not. They're not. This one gives you 20% movement speed. The previous one actually gives you 20% crit chance. My god.
But there is, that's what I said. You have
wait.
movement speed and crit chance.
Yeah. Oh, so the power is the change. Okay. Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Wait, no, they both have 45. What do you mean?
Yeah, they both have 45. The reason,
oh my god.
Yeah, the reason why Thistletorn doesn't have any crit is because it stacks up to 3 times. So if you hit 3 acorns on the enemy, you're gonna be doing 15% increased damage to them with your abilities. So you'd want to initiate with your 3 in that case. Whereas with Bristlebush, you want to initiate with your 1, of course.
Yeah, and plus you get your 1 pretty quickly if you do get... I don't know how it resets, how his passive exactly works, but I think if you get a kill or something, it almost resets.
So I'll read out the passive. Ratatoskr spawns with a powerful magic acorn from the world tree in his inventory.
No, wait, no. I meant his dash. You can decrease the cooldown of his dash by doing something.
So Dart's cooldown is reduced by 1 second for each enemy god hit by Flurry or Acorn Blast.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of counterintuitive then, because you dash in, you don't really want to be using abilities. You want to be using...
No, you dash in.
No, you do want to.
and you have another dash.
Yeah, you do want to use your abilities in that case.
Yeah, but I mean with the crit thingy.
Yeah,
It
so when
doesn't-
you dash and then you start using other abilities, the more enemies you hit, the more cooldown you get taken off of your number one.
Yeah, that's regular rad, but what I mean is it doesn't synergize with the fact that he gets crit chance, because if you're going to be using abilities, you're missing out on the opportunity to do basic attack damage.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
But it is a very hybrid build. I'm still very excited to try this one out. This is
Yeah.
probably the most exciting one to me.
Mm-hmm. Acorn Blast, increased damage per acorn, increased physical power scaling, which, I mean, it doesn't matter all too much because you're building a pretty bruisery. Enemies hit with multiple acorns take 25% less damage on each acorn. Oh, okay. All right. These overall these changes overall should result in Ratatoskr dealing similar damage when hitting all 3 acorns. Okay, I mean, yeah. Added a note that enemies need to be hit by 3 acorns to be stunned. Okay, it is intended for this. All right, yeah, okay, it's good that they added that. Ao Quang, damn, okay, changes to this guy. So more slowness 2. Oh, from the ranged attack though. Okay, so if you use his 2, if you use your 2, and then you use your 2 again, the slow is gonna be 30% instead of 20. This one's actually pretty good. Decreased cooldown for Wildstorm, 9 seconds to 7. I kind of like that. He can spam it a bit more.
Yeah, I don't like this character, but I do think it's a good change.
I thought he was already pretty good though, which
I think in like proper conquest matches and stuff he's not. It's just that when we see him in our casual matches he is pretty wild. But he suffers from his lack of range and stuff in especially in conquest, which is very, you know, group up, team up, and start sieging and attacking. He doesn't perform as well there. So I think these changes were pretty good for him. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that character.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, Apollo basically still got buffed, so he has increased physical protections, and his early game
I like the
mesmerize. It's gonna be, yeah, it's pretty big though.
Yeah, I like it. 1.5 for the first.
That
first
is
slow.
so like what they did with Anubis a whole while ago. Yeah, I kind of like this. Makes it more viable early, but it's gonna be like you're gonna hate Apollo more definitely. And then across the sky, increased scaling from 30 to 40.
What does it mean?
Well, damage increased, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
But this doesn't like you don't really use the ult for damage, right? So
Rarely, if you're chasing, it's good, but I don't know. His ult was usually just go and scout ahead, or if you're not
Get
too
back
close
to
enemies,
lane.
escape. But
oh yeah, yeah.
or backdoor, but backdooring lately with him hasn't been successful, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like an amazing change. I don't even want to touch on this one on RDO because the fucking hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, let's make the most annoying CC character even better. Energy Surge, which is our Druid 3, increased Druid damage from okay, so from 70 to 190 to 80 to 200. So wait, that's not, is that per tick? That's per tick, right?
Yeah. Wait,
So
it's energy surge. Oh yeah, it is the 3.
I think the main difference is the heal range. So
That's all they are.
yeah, but wait, this is when it expires, there's like this burst of healing that everyone around you get, right? And I think that is a change, right?
The burst healing is her 3 when she like it's like a cone ability, whereas this is the line ability that just takes damage and slows you to root.
Yeah, but so is this healing per
So
tick?
and that heals only her. That yeah, per tick and only her.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah. I don't really know if 55 to 65 is a huge buff, but
Oh wait, no, I apologize. I am wrong. It is the cone one. That is the cone one. So that's the cone one, and it's only gonna do it once, but to her and her allies.
okay.
Yeah.
So allies can be further away and still be healed, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it will do that ability is a pretty good ability.
This I hate. Just get out of here, Hyris, please.
20% at the start.
Oh, okay. So it's not okay. Late game, she still doesn't do better, but early game, that's double the slow basically. That is painful.
She did struggle so early game because she takes a while to get active, but once she's active, she's very annoying. So I'm not sure what they were thinking with that change.
Just
CC
made
was not
her
something she needed buffed in my opinion. I feel like I don't know. I feel like her CC was really good. If anything,
Yeah.
like her two, the one that roots people if she's near them, I feel like that could have used a buff if anything.
Ooh, I hate you for saying it. I really do hate you for saying that.
I think it's all right how it
Because
is.
people are gonna just get more mad at her.
Like, how would you want to buff it? Like more range?
Maybe give her protections while she's using it, so she can actually come close and stay close
But
for a while.
Yeah.
Whereas,
you can use other abilities while
yeah,
you have your
of course you can. I mean, it's all about synergizing, and I really love the concept of Artio. Just having a druid character is awesome. It's just unfortunate that she ended up being a guardian, but uh,
and
in my
it really sucked
opinion,
that everyone
yeah, in my
hated.
opinion, the heavy charge should not slow that much because already the archers just use it to quickly dash to a target, cancel the ability, and turn around and start smacking. And now you're gonna be able to do it even better. 20% is 1/5 of your movement speed. If you're a slower character, you're effectively like heavily slowed.
All right, Baba Yaga. This one definitely, I think people want to see changed. But all right, so Baba's Brew increased damage from 65 to 225 to 85 225. So early game. Okay, this isn't huge. But early game you're gonna get a small base power change. So at level 1, you're gonna go from 130 if you have 2 brews to 180. Wait, am I doing that right? 130, 180. I am, right?
What?
Am I not? Wait, 65 times 2, that's 130. 85 times 2,
Yeah,
that's...
that is 130.
Is this 170? It's 170, sorry. So from 130 to 170, if you have 2 brews, just the base damage increase. I'm kind of just spitting facts that I shouldn't be spitting here. I'm trying to do maths here. It's okay. I guess it's good that they changed her base damage a bit. And it's good that they didn't buff the late game base damage because I do think her brew was a really strong ability late
Yeah,
game.
all of her abilities are strong abilities late game, and her late game is in a really fine spot, especially because you can build Bruiser and still do a ton of damage. So she earned her spot in the game. Just we'll see if she'll ever earn her spot in ranked.
She's
But
something like second Baron.
yeah, she's sort of
Because of the
like
brew, dude.
she's a damage oriented Baron. Baron was a utility mage, where she's like sort of like him, just
Oh,
damage
but
oriented.
she does have utility too, though, because of her one.
Yeah, but it's RNG utility, so I wouldn't necessarily call it utility because sometimes it's gonna slow the enemy or silence them, sometimes it's gonna give you movement speed, and you can't decide that. It's just gonna happen the way it happens.
And then her home sweet home, which is her ultimate, she gets more health. Which I wonder if this also gets affected by Sunder because she's CC immune in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
shield.
actually no, because it's not crowd control. So I do think her shield is gonna be affected by Sunder here.
I
Yeah,
think it is.
hopefully we'll see
It's
some Sunder.
Okay, Bakasura increased physical power scaling on the cell field from 70 to 85, and increased protections from 10 to 30 to 10 to 42. So at level 1, it's not gonna change, but late game it's gonna have a bit more protections.
Yeah,
I don't play Baka, so don't bomb or
eat
don't.
minion is a very useful ability, and just adding extra sustain to it, this is just sustain, is really good. There is just nothing else to say to it. His damage is fine where it is. He's a guy that gets in, gets the job done, but if you have CC, you shut him down. So just letting him do his thing for a while longer, just because of the extra sustain, if you can get to eat a minion, and that's very situational, by the way. I think this is a really good change. But we'll see. Like Baka usually breaks the meta, or the meta breaks him. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward
Okay.
to see what people do with this.
Yeah, it is gonna be one of those. Seeing how this changes. On the subject of utility, so Baron, his one's getting buffed damage wise, but it's like 80 to
Just
40 to 90 to 50. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's not late game, you're not gonna notice it. Early game,
maybe.
maybe
I don't think it's gonna be that
slight.
much.
And then his wrap it up, increased scaling from 5 to 8.
I hate that ability.
Yeah, but it's gonna have more damage, but damage 3%. If you and then if you have the madness, 15. So
I just hate how it slowly slows you
yeah,
down, and
it is it is
uh,
painful.
I hate it.
I'm not entirely sure if this damage
So
buff
so
is
this scaling is the damage per tick that he's gonna do with his 3, and it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
8% instead of 5.
okay. I mean,
So it,
huh?
yeah, it is.
It's late game though. Like this is
It
not
never
gonna
did
do anything
much
early.
damage.
Sorry, what?
I don't think it did much damage
No,
in
it
itself.
yeah, no,
It was
Just-
more
just-
of a setup for everything else.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, it's hard to balance someone who can heal, because
Mhm.
if they slightly overtune it, they're suddenly top tier instantly, and you know they're rather undertune it and then slowly bring him up to speed.
Dude, give Aphrodite a gun. I'm not.
Give Aphrodite a gun.
Okay, Kabrakan, his tremors are now going to do an initial tick of damage upon casting the ability. So, basically, if you're only going to use it for like 1 second, you're going to have more DPS. Well, you're going to have increased DPS anyway, but that one first tick is going to do more.
Give
Slight
us
change. but-
Give us a Shrek skin for Kabrakan where he carries 2 donkeys and then slams with that.
Yo. Yes, well, theory crafting right here.
Ooh,
Okay.
his ultimate could be like the doors from his
Guys,
Pilot?
Hyres, just contact us. We're right here. We're ready. We're
We-
open.
Our ideas are going to be stolen. We have to patent this before we actually. Cerberus. Decreased cooldown on his 1 from 16 to 14. I don't like Cerberus, but 16 seconds is kind of brutal. So wait, you just sounded like you were underwater. Hello?
I just said it is a lot.
Yeah. And then same with his 3. Wait, Soul Expulsion is his 3, right?
It's his ult, I think.
What?
Oh, yeah,
wait,
it's-
why would the cooldown be 14 seconds for his
Actually,
ultimate?
you're right.
no.
Yeah, I am. It is his
Oh, no.
3. It is.
I
his
was
3.
thinking alt as well, but so his jump now is 16 to 14, which is also again like the cooldowns were a bit too brutal. I get it. It's a good change.
Yeah, Cerberus is that kind of character. His insane heal is just a lot. Like the DPS builders of Cerberus really know how insane he can get, but if you try to take him to duo, especially with such long cooldowns, you get outpushed very fast, and you end up struggling the whole game, and it's just not fun when you're constantly behind every single game you play.
This one I kind of like this because I like Chiron. I don't love playing him, but I respect him as a god. He has increased damage on his 1 now, and it's early game damage difference, which is good. You know, it helps his wave clear. I feel like Chiron always had kind of awkward wave clear because you could do your 1-2, but with the amount of basic attacks it required to fully kill the wave, it always kind of felt off. So definitely a good buff to his 1. Yeah?
Chiron's first ability is one of the strongest abilities in the game.
If used correctly, but
Still to
barely
this
is.
day. So essentially, it gives you his passive HP 5. It removes CC if you have any, and it deals damage. It's an insanely strong ability that people rarely even know that it removes CC because it's not properly what's the word? It's not properly shown. And buffing this for Chiron when he's struggling is a very good way to bring him back. I think this change is really good for him.
And his masterful shot also gets increased scaling from 70 to 80, which
I hated it.
And this ability sucks on the other hand. Yeah, this one's
yeah, I mean, it's not gonna change much though. 10% scaling, because you don't. I mean,
hate how it doesn't follow you
build-
anywhere as long as you have the fucking thingy on you.
oh, you play tanks. You don't get one shot by. I mean, you don't get killed by this. We squishies, we feel this, but I mean, I personally don't love building Chiron full power, although some people do. I don't know if percentage or sorry scaling really changed it, but or is gonna change anything, but you know we'll see.
Before we move on to Cthulhu, I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that it's weird how like they don't stay consistent with how they write the patch notes. Like
Hmm.
there were the when he mentioned that they didn't even finish like spelling attack power, and now like I see that sometimes they put the dot at the end, and sometimes they don't.
Okay,
Yeah.
so your autism is quite triggered at this point, I can tell. Then okay, wait, because these guys are getting me impatient. Okay, so Cthulhu, Descendant to Madness. No clue which ability this is. I don't like this character. Oh, okay. Can no longer use relics while in the. Wait,
Yeah, I like that. I like
could
that.
you use blink in his ult?
Oh, what?
Oh,
I never thought about that.
You
dude, that
probably
is.
could, but the chances of you not getting damage were really high. Oh, were really low.
I like using fuck, what is it called? The power relic. Fuck, why did it?
Girdle of Might.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Girl.
I think this is just a logical change. No other god can really pop
Yeah,
relics in ultimates.
it
This is
does
just a
make sense.
consistency change, which is great.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
I would still
Uh,
want to use it though.
Also, Cthulhu looks sexy.
okay. Definitely moving on from that. Cupid, his hard bomb. Minions take an additional 50% damage from the explosion, and oh, and also 50% increased damage from the initial hit.
So just letting him wave clear better.
Yeah, I mean the second part is only gonna affect. So you should definitely use it on the big minion,
Hmm.
because the initial damage and then definitely the explosion damage. Yeah, it's good. He needed a buff to his wave clear.
Yeah,
So
agree.
when it might finally like kill the big minion without actually having to hit it like a few
Yeah,
times.
exactly. Yeah. Okay, Medusa seems to be a pretty big one. Viper Shot now has 4 charges at all rank.
Yep.
It used to be at level 5 or what? When did she get her
I
4?
always
It
thought
used to
she had
scale. It used to be 1, 2, 3, and now it's and 4 when they buffed her, and now it's 4 at all times.
No,
So
no, no, no,
that's
no. Wait,
lovely.
no. She had 3 Viper shots at each level at least.
Yes.
I am. Yeah,
So
but okay, I get that she has
I
4
heard
on
all
each now,
the
but
three.
she used to get. Oh, wait. So she never got more than 3, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know who I'm thinking of. Okay. All right. Acid spray increased scaling from 70 to 80. Okay. Increased range. That is pretty big. That is huge.
this is an extremely aggressive buff. All 3 of the abilities that we see
Yeah.
is
Her
just
last rate as well.
it's a very so less rate increases root duration from 0.5 to 1 second, and it's an extremely aggressive buff to her to put her back into meta, and this is gonna be a top hunter. I can guarantee you this. She's climbing those ranks really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Milan grapple increased training speed from 300 to 700. Wait. So it used to be 300, 700, 1500 to
So just gonna
2,
level it up
5.
faster.
Yeah, 1200. Okay. And she gets increased protections and increased arrow scaling from 50 to 60 on her divine mastery.
Dude,
Honestly, don't really know what this is gonna do, but
those
I like.
Hans will never see it coming. She's coming for them.
Yeah,
So yeah, you guys haven't really played her much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So training speed means she would deal damage with each of her non-ultimate abilities, and after a certain threshold of damage, as you can see, it used to be 3, 7, and 1500.
Yeah.
She would level up the ability to get
I
extra stuff.
know about it.
It's
Yeah.
for me. I just don't know how viable she used to be or how she
She
will.
was, in my opinion, pretty good. I'm like, I can see the buffing because she was a tad bit squish. So now just letting her get her stuff up faster, while on top of that increasing the protections a bit, I think he's gonna put her in a really good spot.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see it, but I'll believe you. I'll take your word for it. Next one, I don't want to do. I just actually want to skip this and put my middle finger up to all you Neath mains. But okay, you know what? We'll go for it. Her backflip the animation has now been sped up by 25%. So if you think you're gonna catch her, you're not. Although 25% it's something you're gonna get used to pretty quickly,
Yeah.
but yeah. Broken Weave. All enemies now see Neith's basic skin weave models, even if Neith has a skin equipped.
Neat is no longer pay to win. Ooh.
Right. I mean, I've never noticed this, but it's a good change because again, yeah, skin advantage. And then, oh wait, so okay, and then Unravel. Oh yeah. Oh no, this is yeah. Decreased attack speed debuff from 30 to 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, but it now steals attack speed from enemy gods.
From enemy gods only.
Only, okay. Decreasing their attack speed buff and buffing Neith's by the same amount. So instead of gaining an attack speed buff, or sorry, applying a debuff, you're now gonna steal attack speed.
You still apply the debuff.
You
Just-
debuff
Yeah,
the debuff
but
as well.
I mean, what I mean by steal is that you take it away from them to gain it yourself instead of just only.
so it's
taking
Yeah,
it from-
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. Adjust buff and debuff duration from 2 to 6 to 4 at all ranks. Yeah, makes her early a bit better. That's yeah, actually, I think that's all right. Yeah, because it doesn't make her late OP, but keeps her early pretty modest.
I actually like the backflip buff.
I think
it
it's
like-
good. It can
it
get
was-
her out
it
of
was-
situations faster.
It was
Mhm.
easy to predict where she was gonna land and just stand there or like go already there.
Yeah,
And now
you are.
it's
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as easy.
Also, her unravel can hit multiple and steal from multiple gods, but you'll only get the.
This is a bit vague as well. Now we don't know what that means. From who is she gonna take that one stack?
Yeah.
No. It's no. It just doesn't. Oh God, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who's gonna
I get you.
take the stake?
I get
from?
you. That is rough. That needs explaining.
It would be nice if she takes just the highest value so that you know you're getting the best, but it might not be that.
So for Nemesis, her slice and dice, which is her 2. Wait, slice and dice? That's her 2, right?
That's her too.
Okay. Increased damage from 4160 to 5170. Okay.
Just some slight buffs to put her
Fine,
back
yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I like Nemesis being buffed. I kind of want to play her more.
Yeah,
So
Nemesis
not
is
huge,
one of
though.
those very well-made assassins, even though she wasn't released as one. It's always nice seeing Nemesis do plays, even though when she's up in the meta, you just hate your life, but
Yeah.
she's great.
I love her warrior face. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's okay.
I mean, I didn't even play back then. Okay, all a run. Oh, this better be nerf. Oh no, it's not. Okay, overflowing divinity. I think that's his 2. Increased damage. Wait, is it his 2? I'm not sure. Increased damage from 4100 to 6120, and increase the damage decrease per shot from 20 to 30. I need some help here. That's his 2, right? Overflowing divinity.
So yeah.
Let me confirm.
Increased damage decrease per shot. I honestly don't really understand this change.
So let me read out the ability, yeah? Oloron gains amplified attack speed. Every successful attack on an enemy during the buff provides his inner sun with energy, to a cap of 20 stacks. During the buff for 4 seconds after, Oloron can refire this ability to conjure the sun to damage enemies in an area. The sun emits projectiles faster and more randomly with higher ammo. Hitting the same enemy deals 20% less damage each time to a minimum of 90% reduction.
Okay.
So it should just scale up faster. So
yeah, okay.
So essentially that's almost a nerf. I would say, well, I mean, it is a nerf to the ability, but it's not an overall nerf. I think it's a buff.
I do think it kind of is.
It's it just lets you punish them faster, essentially.
Yeah. I just want to say that let's speed up a little bit. So
yeah, I know. I can see the messages. Okay. Set. So it's relentless. Increased duration from 5 to 6. That's his ult, right?
Relentless is his.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's his
passive.
It's 3.
It's his passive.
Oh,
Relentless
okay.
is his passive.
Skewer increased damage and increased scaling, so even more ability damage.
Cool.
And Spawn of Said Spawn now deals percentage damage. Oh my god.
So made it so his one does more damage, but it doesn't.
Oh, it used to
so-
be the same, right? It used to be so if you had Spawn of Said, it just doubled your skewer
yeah,
damage.
yeah, I think so.
Essentially, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, Sun Wukong, undefeated body as his passive, I think. Increased health HP, where his passive triggers from 40 to 50. And then increase the duration of his passive self buff if he heals above 50% health from 10 to 12 seconds. I honestly don't play enough of this guy to understand any of that. And then increase his tiger stun.
That's
Basically,
good.
make
It was
him the
always
same.
really short.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
the early
like-
games is 1.4. Okay. Sylvanas increased damage from 10 to 30. Oh wait, no, from 10-30 per tick to 14 to 38. Okay, so just a flat buff.
I think they made a mistake. He was supposed to be scaling from 10 to 30, but we don't know the middle values now.
Yeah. And then
Cool.
Rathaterra damage increased from 100 to 60 to 120. That's per tick, right? I'm assuming that's per tick. And I don't know how often it ticks. That's his ultimate, by the way. Not entirely sure. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, he just
Yeah,
gets
every
damage,
second for 5 seconds he does that damage on his ultimate.
So 5 times.
Yeah, and for the wisps it was scaling by 5, so it was 10, 15, etc. to 30.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's good. Yeah, some extra damage on that. A Thoth. Oh no. This damage increases. Wait. This damage increase will affect all enemies, not just gods. Yikes. I thought. Okay. Okay. So it only used to be gods. The more you hit them, the more damage above. Increased scaling from 20 to 25. I hate that. Added fall of damage past 55 range, reducing damage by 25. Oh, that's really good though.
That was very needed on him, and I hope
Yeah.
I hope it's really gonna make that long range
Yes.
poke just not that good.
I like it. I actually like the buffs if it means that he also gets the nerfs. I'm happy with that.
Yep.
Like if the last line wasn't added, I would every time we would go against Thought, I would just F6. Like I wouldn't want to play against that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then lastly, Ymir's Frostbite now lasts longer, so you do extra damage if they're frozen, or if you hit them by. So basically, you hit them with abilities, they get Frostbite, and now that's 6 seconds instead of 4 seconds.
Yeah, they're bringing Ymir back.
Reduction from
Yes.
15.
Good.
Yeah.
Ymir is finally here.
Yeah.
That is a really good buff.
I want back my physical build Ymir.
Okay, and now just as an addition, guys, so there were some PTS balance changes. So for Eye of Nemean Lion, we have increased max stacks from 1 to 2. So there's now 2 block
Glad
stacks.
it's not 2. Wait, wait, is it now 2?
It is from PTS balance changes, it's increased from 1 to 2.
Yikes, okay.
Okay, and now additionally for red, there are a couple of changes. So we have the Evergreen Acorn, increased the gold cost from 1900 to 2050, and decreased the health bonus from 15% to 10%. So the Evergreen Acorn was, I'm not sure, let me confirm. Evergreen Acorn was the tier 3 from the first branch. So that one would give you healing he would give you more mana and health if you damage an enemy god with an ability.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the 7%. Okay.
Then the Tigbark Acorn would increased gold cost from 1900 to 2050 and decreased protection bonus from 15 to 10%. So this is the other tier 3 from the same branch that will give you protections on using your second ability. So this was evidently really strong. And finally we have Bristlebush Acorn, which decreased physical power from 45 to 35. And Bristlebush was the crit one, the tier 3 crit acorn.
Yeah, because the other one,
it was exactly
Clear.
too much.
And finally, the Todd PTS balance changes. His Hieroglyphic Assault, his first ability. All of the proposed changes will be reverted and will not go back. So now let's see what they changed. This ability increases the damage all enemies take from each subsequent. Okay, so these are the ones that are going to be reverted. These 3.
Yeah, so they just won't happen. And
so they just buffed him.
He's
That's
just
So-
all.
gonna get buffed, yeah.
So instead, Tot will release the following buffs for the next patch, increasing the base damage from 40 to 120 to 45 to 125 per shot, and they're decreasing the mana cost from 60 to 80 to 50 to 70.
At least increase his cooldown on his one.
Yeah, is cooldown or the fall of damage needs to be part of it, but okay. Well,
Okay, we are done finally after
Yeah.
2 hours.
okay.
Oof.
I need a toilet break. Yeah, just stop recording and just like
No, okay,
Yeah.
well,
Well.
so guys, make sure to subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed.
Okay.
We're gonna be bringing up better videos.
Oh yeah, we are gonna have merch at 5 subscribers, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
merch at 5.